Hello, everyone, and welcome to Good Journeys Tarot. Today, we are going to be doing a hashtag which I first saw on Readings with Jason, and it is from BoyDiviner. It is favorite card backs. So, card backs are very important to me. I don't buy a deck if I can't stand the back of the cards. My ideal is that the back of the card relates to the front of the card um, in imagery and color and aesthetic. But there are cards that don't, um, but their backs are still beautiful and attractive, and I can work with them. There are actually two decks out there that I love the imagery, but I could not get over their card backs, and so I did not purchase those decks. Um, and I'm not going to tell you which ones those are because I don't want to be negative about decks I don't own. Uh, but Jason and BoyDiviner did six cards. I actually have more than that, but some of them relate. So it's really not going to be that many cards. The first card that I want to talk about as one of my favorite card backs is the Lily and Roses. Now, this is actually not my favorite version of this, but I love the Lily and Roses. It really connects with the cards in the RWS. And so when uh, Los Scarabeo came out with this version, which is colorized, this is by far my favorite version of a card back for the RWS. I am still looking for the first edition Pamela Coleman Smith RWS by Los Scarabeo. So if you see that, if you have that, you're looking to get rid of it, let me know. Would love to have that. Um, the back of that card is actually different than this. There are more lilies and roses going this way, and it has a white border. And I think it's just the perfect deck. The mini version of this Radiant White Spirit is probably closest that I'm going to get to that at the moment. And I am contemplating purchasing that, but I have a hard time reading mini decks. They're just too small for my bad eyes. Um, um, I also love the back of the Centennial. Um, it relates well to the deck and the colors and everything. Though I like that they included an image from the deck, that flower from the death card. But I kind of wish it had been the lilies and roses. Okay, some backs are just pretty. They don't really go with the deck, and that's fine. This one, of course, I loved. This is actually the back I chose for the Deck of the Bastard. Obviously, I chose the back, so I'm going to love the back. It's just decorative, but I thought these colors went with the cards in the deck as well. Um, the same with this. I thought this is a pretty back. Goes well with the cards. This is a deck which I thought about funding on Kickstarter, the Crow Tarot, but I did not like the backs, so I did not fund it. So when it came out from US Games and it actually had a different back, I bought it because I do love the cards, but the original back just didn't work for me. I love the stylized feathers of the back of this card. The next few are going to be cards where the back actually relates to the imagery and the front of the cards. This is the Hip Chick Tarot. I think it's simple and beautiful. It really goes with the name of the deck and the cards in the deck, the colors in the deck. It's not reversible, but gorgeous. Of course, there is the reversible map that is on the back of the Urban Tarot. A beautiful deck. And I like that this coordinates so well with the theme of the deck. Another one that does that really well is the Goblin Tarot. Um, all the little goblin skulls and human skulls and whatnot. And there's also some other things in the back here that are in images in the cards. So I just love this. This reminds me so much of my favorite leggings, which are covered in skulls. Now, another style of card back that I like is where the elements of the tarot are brought into a pattern or design. So, like your cup, your sword, your wand, your sword. And so they did that with the illuminated tarot, which I thought was nice. Um, Now, the slow tarot does that and is a beautiful image. I think that the color choices blend well with the imagery on the front of the cards, though stylistically, this is very different because the images are oil paintings and this is more of a sketch to me. But it's gorgeous, nonetheless, gorgeous. Um, I love the This Might Hurt Tarot. It is reversible. These images are from the cards themselves, as well as representing your elemental symbols. It has the Ouroboros. It has your uh, beautiful world card in the center there. Um, it's just a lovely, lovely image. Another black and white one, which is our final one, is actually from the Ellis deck. And it's not reversible, but I love this kitty cats with the all-seeing eye. I think it's beautiful. This is another deck. If you have a first edition of this deck that you're looking to trade or sell, please do get in touch with me. I think the first edition is probably the best edition of this deck. It has these backs, but then it's bordered, I believe, on the front. This particular edition is actually heavily coated, so it's really great. It doesn't like get messed up very easily, but the problem I have is that some of the images were cropped kind of funny for me. So that's another one where I would love to have the first edition if anybody has it. So those are some of my favorite card backs and the things I'm looking for in card backs. Again, there are some decks that have backs that I don't like, and so I don't buy those decks because I don't think I'll be working with them. Um, but the backs, to me, have to speak to what's on the other side of the cards. Until next time, good journeys.